Hello again. Oh.
That is one of my favorite movies that used to come on USA Network in the 90s.
What?
Hello Again.
Really?
With Shelley Long.
No idea. It must have been before my time.
You're 3 years younger than me.
I know,
We're
right?
the same time. We're the same time. Check your watch. We're the same time.
You know, I'm getting a touch
9:33. 9:33.
I know.
Actually, I don't have any gray hairs.
Ooh. but in
We getting started early today.
Right. But in
Let's get it out of the way. Gayle King.
Oh, okay. I want to just ask how Pete's doing. All right.
Pete is doing better. He's still at the hospital. We're getting his white blood cells in order. He still is a little pale. His red blood cells are coming back. He lost a lot of blood during surgery. They took out 3 pounds of spleen and tumor. He's still on his doggy IV. So after the show, I'm going over to the animal hospital to visit him. But he is getting the best of care, and thank you all very much.
Great. I have a lot of people asking me about Pete, too.
Oh,
and I'm
God,
just
I'm
like,
sorry.
well, no, it's fine.
Oh, he couldn't give two shits. No, he cares. He cares. But you should
You
direct
people-
all Pete questions to me. All Pete
you want
questions
death threats to me? You want more death threats to me?
Not-
Do you want a co-host or do you not? I think it's a scheme set up by Todd. He's trying to off me, y'all. Trying to off me. But speaking of death threats, Gayle King. Now, okay, so it all started with the interview to Lisa Leslie, and I think maybe 80% of the people that seen that clip have not seen the entire interview, but I'm sure to some people it doesn't even matter. So, first, I have an opinion, you have an opinion, y'all have an opinion. It's the biggest topic right now. So what is your opinion on it? Does she deserve this type of backlash? Does she deserve the comments by Snoop Dogg, which kind of just took it to another level to me? But
Okay. Does she deserve the backlash? I would say dial it down a few notches.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know how a journalist of 30 years could not understand before someone's buried, this might not be the time to bring that up.
I agree.
I just
agree.
want to say, how did Vanessa and the kids feel? How are they dealing with, not just now they have to deal with their father and their sister's passing, but then all this kerfuffle and old things brought, like, this was not the time. It was beyond not the time. Before somebody's in the ground, before we've even had a memorial, not the time. I'm not saying questions shouldn't be asked and things shouldn't be addressed, but, you know, let people get to their final resting place before you try to dig them up. After a moment of respect has passed, after the family is out of trauma grief, then maybe you can ask some of these questions, but right now is not the time.
So, as a journalist, you know, sometimes I think that they try to put their humanity aside sometimes and just get to, like, the news part of it. And
This wasn't the moment. This
Right.
wasn't the moment to make your moment. You had your R. Kelly moment last year. This was not the time to try to get it in 2020. This wasn't the moment. It was disrespectful to the family, flat out, point blank. It was
Okay.
disgusting. And if a white person had done this, they would have been the fuck out of here. No
I think
questions
so.
asked.
But I do think that, like, people should see the entire interview just to see.
Doesn't matter. It was not the time to ask that question.
I know. I'm just saying
He's not
that it
married
was
yet. It was not the time to ask that question. And you also knew what this question could cause as a journalist of 30 years. You knew the media storm this could cause. It didn't matter if CVS put it out as a little clip or not. You knew what could happen. And you knew how it could affect that family. And that's fucked up.
Okay, so now we know that it's fucked up that she did it. Okay, so we both agree that it was fucked up for her to ask. You know, like, there's just always, like, time really to ask, because when you do things in life, it doesn't erase when you die. But I get that. It's a level of respect, especially, like, as a black woman, I guess she could have, seen that as well. Okay, so the backlash part of it, when celebrities get involved. I, understand Snoop Dogg's passion, and we talked about it already between us. But I understand his passion. I understand, but it's still a level of respect, I think, that Gayle still deserves as a woman and as a journalist, a respected journalist.
When you disrespect the dead and the grieving come after you, I got nothing to say.
I don't think she deserves.
She didn't have to ask.
She doesn't deserve the death threats.
She didn't. I agree with that.
Oprah,
she doesn't.
You saw the interview with Oprah saying that.
But you've been doing this for 30 years. You knew this was gonna happen. Come on now. Oh Lord, I'm getting out of frame. But come on now. You knew this was going to happen. You've been doing this for how long? You know how cancel culture works. You know how sensitive people are right now.
Journalists.
And everybody saw, this has been an outpouring of grief where this isn't the time to troll with those questions. And that's what she was doing. She was trolling with those questions, and now she's got a troll response.
Because a white journalist was on Twitter, and she got suspended. Mm-hmm. And there was no context in her tweet at all. It was just she just brought it up, and that's when people was just
they get you the fuck out of here.
Get out of here. Ain't no car tomorrow. You gone. Seriously. But yeah, I just think now she's being looped with Oprah, and they're being called whatever.
Oprah and Gayle.
Right.
Ari Lennox called them Oprah and Gayle.
You know what? She was going off of them and saying F Oprah, F this. I think she's going to regret that.
No, because I feel like F Oprah is kind of on trend right now.
Will never...
I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm saying it seems to be on trend. It seems to be a popular consensus. A lot of people are, quote unquote, tired of Oprah.
Let me bring this up before I forget. Snoop Dogg also went on what's the word?
Free Bill Cosby tirade.
He went on a verbal tirade, and then afterward he said free Bill Cosby. And that's where we stop here. You're not going to make this situation about
I don't know how those two got involved.
And then he was tweeting from prison. I'm like, where are we now? What is going on in this world? It's 65 degrees in Antarctica?
Yes.
What is going on? Anyway, sorry. That alarmed me yesterday. Seriously. I'm conscious about the environment too.
I don't agree. I'll say I don't agree with everybody else going in on Gayle like Snoop went in on Gayle. But Snoop went in on Gayle from a perspective of this is my friend.
Right.
This is someone who's been a part of my life for 20 years.
Right.
How dare you?
Right. I get that part. But it's just you have these rappers attacking people like Oprah and Gayle, and then you have other people like...
Monique's been attacking.
Oh, well, we'll get to that too.
Oprah and Gayle.
Yeah.
She led the charge.
No, she's beating a dead horse. That's what she's doing. Other people are leading the charge. But yeah, I just wanted to say...
No, I mean against Oprah and Gayle.
Right. But it's just ironic someone like Snoop Dogg is calling someone else a dog-faced person.
When he looked exactly
like a Doberman pinscher. Yes. Yes. I do not get it. And I'm not even going to get on Ari Lennox. It's fine. I love that song.
Oprah and Gayle was cute.
It's cute, but she's going to regret that. I guarantee you.
I don't think she's going to.
Because when it blows over and you're trying to get in some spaces, you're going to get denied. And I'm telling you, it's going to be an Amanda Seales situation. Ooh. You cash in a check, your mouth can't cash.
Well, anyway, Amanda Seales seems to be flying high on the reel.
I know, right? I mean, as long as
turning
New York,
her nose up at New York.
Right, as long as a guest she doesn't like, Anywho.
That makes me want to be a guest on The Real.
Oh, we should even go on The Real. Actually.
Oh, no, I'm going to get booked.
Oh, yeah, that would be the real gag.
You want to get booked? Let's get booked. Let's start a petition for us to get
Please
on The Real.
At The Real, y'all.
Just to see Amanda's facial reactions. Oh, that would be priceless.
Oh, yeah. Ratings. But just going from Gayle to Oprah. Now, see, Monique wrote an open letter highlighting that her affiliations with Harvey Weinstein, her affiliations with this person trying to tear brothers down. I get that.
That's why I feel like tearing Oprah down is on trend. Now, here's where it started.
It is on trend. It's sad.
But here's where it started. When she got OWN and she made programming for white people and they didn't watch, and then she started doing the Tyler Perry shows, a lot of black people were like, so now you come back to us. Now that the white women have left you, now we're good enough for you. Now that you need us to save your sorry-ass network, you want to create a little programming that represents me. Don't ever forget where you came from. So I think that's where it started. We did not feel appreciated by her, and that was reflected in a whole ass network that was built. And then she saw who her real fans were. So I think that's where a sense of resentment started. And then you had Monique and then other people, a few tales out of school. Because Oprah also always kept her image very pristine.
Right.
Very knowledgeable, very perfect. And
this
Iyanla
is
had
social
some shit
media,
with her before social media. And so then a few other stories came out. And so people started to look at Oprah as human, but she had always been kind of deified.
Yeah.
So that's why I say it's on trend. That's where I think it started.
If she's just like a shitty business person, that has nothing to do with me.
And sometimes business is just business.
It's just business. And then Monique, she has a show on Showtime coming. I'm not sure if it already
came on
debuted.
last night. I'm going to watch it.
Right, like just focus on that.
It's Monique and Friends.
Well,
in Atlanta.
I
want to know why it's not just Monique. You have enough material to give us a good at least 30 minutes. I just wanted Monique to come out with like a 40 to 60 minute special where she blew us out of the water the whole time, and we're like, oh my God, this is the Monique we love. This is the Monique from Comic View. This is the incredible talent. This deserves a $40 million Netflix deal. I just wanted to see the proof that the pudding was in.
Right.
But I can't do that with your friends.
I want to see Monique win. It's just the horse is like bones. The organs are dust. Like, come on. You know what I mean? And if we really trying to get all, everyone wants to be like these virtuous like people. Like, she defended Roseanne. If we're trying to keep score, like on who we're defending and everything, and who like Oprah's defending, okay, you're defending a racist. So everyone, just throwing stones in glass houses. Google it if you don't remember. Because people forget.
I remember.
People forget.
Pepperidge Farm
remembers. This is a silly show. What else is going on? What else? From Oprah to Tyler Perry, like, thanks to you and others, Fall from Grace allegedly has had 26 million views in the first week.
Now,
this is what hate watching happens. Like,
no, you know what it was? It was like right after the holidays. It was Saturday. It came out on Friday. Nothing came on. Like, nothing was on. It was a television drought. And so I was just like, well, fuck it. And a lot of us were like, well, fuck it. But I think maybe 20 million of those views were people peeping in for 5 to 6 minutes and then getting the fuck out, or only showing up for the blooper reel, aka the movie where that one guy was eating and there was nothing there, the fake food, the wine, and the diner. What diner has wine? And who's drinking wine out of a diner? I'm not. I'm sorry. Swill. Chateau Diana.
I'm still not watching, regardless what Dustin said about Black History Month. Dustin, I appreciate it, but...
We'll see you at the Friend Zone.
At the Friend Zone. We'll see. I can't wait to see. I've never been to like a podcast, live podcast show.
Me either.
So it'll be fun.
Safari Samuel sings to his newborn baby girl to get her to stop crying. Now, I bet she stopped crying to get him to stop singing.
Yeah, I agree.
She was like, oh, shit, if you gonna pull this is what you gonna... Oh, okay. Say less. and sing even lesser.
He is a lesser. And then don't even get me started on the other chick. So yeah.
The siren of syphilis. The harpy of herpes.
How is Love and Hip Hop right
the
now?
gorgon of gonorrhea. How is Love and Hip Hop? It is the show I never wanted to see. Mm-hmm. The plot line.
It's still
that
going
doesn't
on?
make any sense.
Oh, did the Yandy fight happen?
Not yet. Oh, you know Yandy's not going to get into anybody's
I saw
fight.
her swinging. Was that her? Like, remember, like, it
She's
was all
swinging,
of them?
but you know how it is. Like, they swing when security's in front of them. They give you that, hold me back, T.
Yeah. I forgot Miami is on. You know, it's just...
Miami is, well, you know, I enjoy it when Bobby Lights is, you know, hitting someone he's in a relationship with. But other than that, it's just not interesting. But like when he's swatting at Prince or decking a cheating boyfriend, that's when it's interesting. But other than that, like Amara and her wig are dating Shay's brother.
Is Jocelyn on there?
She's there, but barely. Just like Trina. Just
Right.
like Trina's career. You know, Trina had to shelve her album. She had to pull it off all streaming platforms.
You don't say.
Because she didn't pay the people that worked on it.
Ah, a Lauryn Hill tea.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And rather than sue her for $8 million that she didn't have, they just said, pull the shit.
Siren.
Jennifer Tilly confirms she's joining Chucky TV series reboot.
I mean, she has nothing else to do. That's the woman with the, like, the voice, like, with the
Yeah,
little
one
baby
of
voice.
them. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then
Right.
there's, Whatever Happened to Fun?
Oh, I love her. She's going to be on that?
No, that's Jennifer Coolidge.
Oh, okay.
Wait, is that... Yeah, that is... Wait, no, that's not Jennifer Coolidge. That's, Lexi Featherton.
You remember her name?
Well, I mean, you always remember
That was an
characters
iconic
you're
dialogue.
supposed to play.
Yeah.
Kristen Johnson.
Right, exactly. I always thought that was a black woman. Like Johnson, like what white person you know is Johnson?
No, John Stunn.
John Stunn. Okay. The T makes
T.
such a difference. Anyway, and speaking of the T making such a difference, Kim Richards is coming out with a book. It's a discuss. Well, she's ready to discuss being a whipping post as a sister in a tell-all memoir titled "The Whole Truth."
Oh, I can't wait to read it. It's going to be
I need you to do a
dramatic reading.
Yeah.
That's going to be a New York Times bestseller. If you're not planning on reading it, change your plans. This is going to be nothing but bullshit and hot mess, page after page.
You stole my goddamn house. Guess how old she is?
57.
55. You were close. J-Lo is 50, just to give you a comparison. Anyway, I've come to learn that holding on to secrets is like holding your breath. Finally, I feel strong enough to speak my truth, Richards says in a statement. I am unafraid and unapologetic. She speaks her mind and tells her truth in this blazingly honest memoir, the site reads. Are they giving a commercial for the book? They haven't even said anything. Like,
Yes. This is her press and promotion.
right.
Kim sent them this
she paid,
article.
right. Yes. The whole truth is the
What site is this?
It's People.
Oh my God, that's the official Bravo release thing.
Oh, okay. The whole truth is the harrowing, all too real, and ultimately empowering story of a woman who has been through hell and back, endured, grew strong, and learned to become her own fiercest advocate. Who is encouraging this? What?
Kim, so she can pay her own
Yes,
fucking bills.
this is what type of sham book?
Remember when I was reporting
And these
about...
adjectives? The soul-bearing confession of a woman revealing what it was like to be treated like a show pony. As a child star, as a disposable object as a wife, a whipping post as a sister, and as a tabloid commodity as a celebrity. Well, who the fuck is writing this?
Clearly someone at People or her ghostwriter. Remember
This
when she
is-
got sued by her ghostwriter because she got that $300,000 advance? This is the book. You see,
Oh
our
my
stories come
God.
full circle here.
This is just a word salad. Like, it's a word salad of adjectives. Anyway.
And that's what the book is going to be.
Right. Jesus. Oh, moving on to Black people news. Let's just get back to it. 50 Cent was awarded an additional $5,000. Another dead horse that just refuses to not, like...
Tierra, you better find a way to pay that man, because he ain't playing with you.
Now,
I
remember you were
mean,
telling me, like, last time...
God, that is vicious.
Remember you told me last time that, well, we were talking about it before the show, and you were saying that, like, it's not that, you know, she started it. She sued him. So it's like, you
brought
know,
this on yourself.
it was a plan, right? It was almost like a scheme.
A scheme that you tried to set up.
Yeah.
But baby, he came to you with the bullshit. See, he's getting out all his anger at the woman that did sue him and won, and he had to go on and break her off that $6 million.
Right. She's
Like,
just like, I
a
want
quick
a
$6
piece
million.
of that.
And you thought,
Right.
but you thought like Lit. Lit
Yeah.
thought he fart, but he shit.
That plan went off the road like that car. It was missing a wheel. The plan was missing a wheel. Like, talk about just an additional $5,000 on top of it.
And you ain't got $5,000.
And he might be able now to garnish her wages at Love and Hip Hop now because she still hasn't, like, given up her...
I bet you she's got her money in an LLC that he can't touch. I can see her operating like that.
I don't think she's smart enough to do that.
I think Mona might be.
Okay.
Because Mona wants to keep this shit going, and the longer she doesn't pay, the more she has a plot line. And Lord knows she needs a plot line.
Oh,
because
yes.
without this, she doesn't have a job. Maybe 50 Cent's doing her a favor, and we just don't know it.
Speaking of not having a job, you saw Olivia? I was like, I had to watch that. You know I had to watch that.
Why the fuck was she showing up in a Rolls Royce?
Wait,
a
Rolls Royce.
A Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce.
Rolls Royce. She showed up in a Rolls Royce. She showed up in a Rolls Royce.
Not a Rolls Royce.
A Rolls Royce. Girl, you can't afford Uber Pool, and you showed up in a Rolls Royce. What a choice!
That.
A Rolls Royce. That time she pulled up in a Rolls Royce. You saw it. I ain't lying. It was a Rolls Royce. Why? Why?
Pause. What's
And
that?
you... What?
What is that?
It's the radiator.
Oh, okay. No, I'm just saying if people are listening to it, it's going to be...
They can't hear that.
Oh, they can't hear it?
No.
Okay, all right.
He scared me half to death.
No, it sounds like a stick
I
of
was
dynamite going off. Is the,
I was
the
like,
other
what
fan
the hell?
So hot. So yeah, she showed up in a Rolls Royce, and then she was in the studio with someone. I don't know who it was, but I'm guessing they just set. Okay, and they just set this scene up for her to like be reunited with Rich Dollars.
And confront him about the fact that she didn't make any money off the 2 songs she released that no one listened to, downloaded, or streamed.
I only know her from Candy Shop and I'm About to Biz Ounce, and that's it. That's the only 2 songs I know from Olivia.
I know Candy Shop.
Okay. And I think Olivia did one more song with 50 Cent. I just can't remember, but...
21 Questions. Was
Are
it?
you sure? No. That was Nate Dogg.
I was just like throwing something out there. I was like, he did that one.
But what did you think about the reunion between those two? Was it interesting? Because I think she was just...
Why was she accusing him of taking money from nothing? Those songs didn't make any more than $548 at best.
And it wasn't
after
her
taxes,
songs.
you wouldn't get shit.
And it wasn't her songs. It was Rich Dollar songs, if I'm right.
That's what he said.
And I'm like,
so you stupid enough to be out here singing on songs you don't own, and the song couldn't have been worth more than $20.
Right. I'm pretty sure paying the producer took your money, basically. Because I'm sure he was more expensive to get.
That song is worth more than it's ever created in income. Like, if that track costs $10,000, it has never generated $10,000 in income. The track is upside down, much like Chrissy was on her home. Chrissy and Jim Jones, they owed $180,000 more than the house was worth, so that song is as upside down as their home was. And they lost that home, and the song lost value. And now it's not worth anything. I don't even think you could sell it for 33 cents on iTunes. Anybody listening to that shit? Anybody? Anybody, in the words of Walter.
I want to know whose Rolls Royce that was. That had to be Mona's.
No, it could be. It could be. It came from around the block. I mean, she was in that Rolls Royce for
She probably was
a
dropped
block and a
off.
half. Dropped off.
Well, you know what? She took the bus. And they picked her up on the corner of, Madison and 3rd. And they just...
Around the corner.
Right.
To park in 24.
That was just interesting. Like, I'm guessing this was just the season of the throwback for New York.
Well, it's just they don't have anything new.
They're grasping at straws at this point.
So now it's like, let's go back and, no one's done anything with their lives in 8 years, so we can still laugh at them and their failures.
Okay.
I mean, Chrissy hasn't accomplished anything. Her mole hasn't accomplished anything. Jim Jones hasn't accomplished anything. But getting their house into foreclosure.
They were at the Rock Nation brunch.
Why?
I think Jim Jones
Old
still
favors.
has... Maybe.
Were they...
Because it was a really funny
plus
picture of her and
one?
Rihanna. No, they were invited.
They were invited.
Well, Chrissy was a +1. She was Jim Jones's +1.
Her mole was her +1.
Right. And Rihanna just looked. There's a funny picture of her and Rihanna in the same photo, and Rihanna just looking at her like this. But I'm like, I would probably think if I was Rihanna, like, what is she doing here?
I know I would.
Because Rihanna watches Love and Hip Hop. A lot of people watch Love and Hip Hop. They just don't say it. Well, a lot of celebrities. So I'm just thinking, what is I'm about to say Chrissy Teigen. What's her last name?
Does it matter?
It doesn't. Moving on. So...
Never trouble over a trifle.
Right. So, I thought that we would not have to talk about her.
I know what we're going to
And I know, right? But it's like every time she releases something, there's some mess. Don't you realize this pattern?
I haven't heard anything about the song. Yikes, that's terrible.
Right.
I'm not hearing it's a hit, it's a bop, it's a banger. We've got the old Nicki Minaj back. Nicki Minaj has come back with the fire. Watch out Cardi B, watch out Meg Thee Stallion. I'm not hearing any of that. All I'm hearing about is a retread of 2013 drama with a dusty, ashy ex who's already knocked someone else up. Both of you are pathetic. I mean, let's see. Meek, you're 37. Nicki, you're 38. So you're both my age. What the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? How do you have all this money and you're still unable to enjoy it?
According to Meek, her bag is low. That's why she's acting out.
Okay, then Meek, why are you acting out? Why are you liking pictures when you need to be tending to your soon-to-be baby mama?
So,
why aren't you focusing on outperforming her since you're so bothered by her? And the fact that she married a nothing-ass felon should make you feel happy because after all, now you've won. Nicki, aren't you supposed to be happy with your nothing-ass felon? You have all the money, you're the queen of rap, or at least you were. You're in the process of getting dethroned, but that's fine. I'm looking forward to Nexit. However, you have $100 million or $75 million. We've never seen your house on Architectural Digest. Why aren't you worrying about fixing up that nursery for the family you want so badly instead of wasting time squabbling with less successful exes. Then again, you don't have a more successful ex or an equally successful ex because you like to control men with the money and the status that you have. But why don't you find happiness? Why don't you find peace?
Can I say my piece?
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'll lubricate.
I just can't believe that was wonderful. That was wonderful, y'all. I don't even know how I can even follow that. It just kind of just, I was bewildered that this all started from him liking a meme of her current husband in like a Jimmy Jam's like window. It was funny, but to go off like that, to put 1,000 on 10, like I just didn't think it was necessary. And then the back and forth Twitter thing, like, you guys are rich. Why are you doing this? You can't throw stones in a glass house. A lot of these celebrities love to do that. She's too talented for this.
I would be
and
too
she's not going to be, like, Meek Mill is now, like, managed by Roc Nation. So now anything involving Roc Nation, anything with Jay-Z or anything, she's out of it now.
Was she ever in it? They don't really.
She was in it at first, but now it's like people don't want to be by her. And then like in Meek's one of his tweets, he was just like the whole industry knows you're like angry and hateful inside. So a lot of people don't mess with her.
And that will continue.
But I just thought, okay, she took this break, but we found out that the break was just because her surgery was healing. And she looks amazing. Like that butt is right. That waist is right.
No more diaper booty.
The mug is right. The hair is right. Because when not Tokyo Tony. Oh, I'm so sorry, Tokyo Styles. When Tokyo Styles left her, like the wig was kind of like,
askew.
A little crunchy, just a
Karen
little bit. Karen Huger, yes. But now everything is right. So I'm just like, okay, I'm ready for this era. The mess is gone, but now, I was wrong.
Because mess is the only way she can get attention. She can't do it with talent like us.
And the song, you know what? I was hoping to like the song, but the song is barely 3 minutes. It's basically a long-ass feature, like she's been doing features, and I don't know. What?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were snickering or something.
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's number one on iTunes now, but
we'll see how it's doing
next week. Right. And on the Billboard 100, we'll see how it performs.
We will.
But I just
Chart Watch with Pop Rose. That might be a new segment.
Right. Queen Radio. I mean, I was expecting that, I was expecting her to be on Queen Radio the next day. But every time, y'all notice, every time she releases a song, there's mess to go with it. And just the last thing she said on her Billboard interview, she said she did regret going back and forth with Meek. I guess hindsight is 20/20. And then she also said something interesting about her biggest hits. She said she wished she never recorded Starships, Anaconda, and Your Love.
I never heard Your Love. Anaconda was a cute retread, and
it was her most successful one too, next to
Starship,
Super Bass.
Oh,
Super Bass was a good song. I love that song.
I don't know.
You got my heartbeat running away. Boy, you got that boom, 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 boom. All right, no, but I agree. Starships is terrible. It should never happen. But her biggest songs aren't even rap songs, and that says a lot. It's really pop songs.
It speaks volumes.
Right. And our fans that are Barbs, I'm sorry. It is what it is.
We're just reporting the news.
Right. Whatever
just
stuff she does. Right. So don't be mad at me. Be mad at your fave. Because we wouldn't talk about her if she wasn't, with the bullshit.
Really? I mean, of all the people to waste your breath or tweets on.
Right.
Meek Mill? I wouldn't have it to do.
I just say, I didn't get to say my thoughts on the Super Bowl performance.
Oh, please, go ahead.
So I was at Mickey's in Hell's Kitchen. Mm-hmm. It's a gay bar for everyone wondering. It was really good. Like, you had so many yeses in the background. You had people cheering. I thought Shakira did a great job. I know you hated it. Well, kind of hated it.
With no costume changes. That was
She had some costumes. She had 3. Like, the first outfit was like a tearaway. And then when she came back, she was in all gold. Yes. Like, I think Shakira was playing the instrument. She was dancing, like really dancing. You can tell that between her and J-Lo's dancing, she isn't a 5, 6, 7, 8. She's like, you can see the expressions on her face. She's having a good time. She was happy to be up here. You're looking at me like that. But you could tell she was having a good time, and it just came natural to her. And then I was just happy because it was for the Latinas and it was a Latino moment. Like, a lot of people were saying, like, oh, where's Ja Rule? I'm not really sure why.
They didn't have the budget to fly everybody in, and then everybody gonna want Super Bowl salaries. That's why they didn't fly.
You can't please everybody.
Right.
But it just wasn't our moment. And it's fine.
They had their moment.
It's fine. They had their moment.
That's true. I guess maybe they wanted it in all Latino lineup.
Right, exactly. Like, I don't know. Like, a lot of people said they were mad about the cages, but I mean, Beyonce had like fucking Black Panthers down there, so
they had their protest moment too.
Right, exactly. So I mean, I was entertained throughout it. I could watch it. I wanted to watch it again immediately. I thought J-Lo was just stunning. Shout out to Mikey Passante. Y'all did that. He's one of J-Lo's dancers.
Oh,
I know, right?
Those dancers.
Call me.
Stole the show.
But yeah, like, you think they stole the show? Because I mean, you said they were out dancing J-Lo. I thought J-Lo was like doing it.
I thought that, like, between the ridiculous faces and the out dancing and the very basic choreography.
Oh my God.
It was
J-Lo is 50 and Shakira is like 45, 46.
And you were hired to do a job and you made me laugh.
I loved it. I loved every minute of it. I thought it was great that Shakira started out. I don't think they rushed her through that performance. Like, she brought the hits.
No, it went on and on.
Really? I was so happy to see Shakira in her element. And then J-Lo with the drama and like the Vegas-ness of it. Right.
Vegas-ness. It was so pared down and high school performance.
It was
her hair got caught on the pole. They were holding her up. It was just... I'm sorry.
You were so hard to please.
It's a C for me. Beyonce
it was
did it better.
I'm not comparing.
Beyonce set such a standard that we can't help but compare.
And that's what's wrong with everything today. Like, everyone wants to compare, and it was their moment. I enjoyed it.
That was a moment, all right.
Oh God! But just speaking of the Super Bowl,
I'm glad somebody enjoyed it.
You're right. I enjoyed it. Anyway. I did not know Teresa Giudice. I see why she was with her mortal enemy, because allegedly she was paid $600,000 for that commercial. Allegedly.
I believe it.
I'll ask you again. If someone gave you $600,000 to sit next to someone you hate for...
I just imagine the commercial.
Right. You'll say like... Because you know how I don't want to say any names that you hate. I don't want to rip open old wounds. We're not going to do that here. We're not going to do it today.
You could just imagine me just sitting down.
Right. Like, I'm just saying, like, that's a lot of money. Right. Shout out to Teresa.
Okay, I would consider it.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to think of somebody I really hate. Yeah, there's no...
I could just see it now, though. Amanda?
No, like, I like Amanda still.
It said for me.
Oh, Lord. You have an axe to grind. I don't know what... No, you probably say Janet. Yeah, that's who I think you need.
Oh! And then she'd say...
Anyway...
Oh, God.
In serious news, Erykah Badu is coming out with a fragrance that's titled Badu's Kitty Cat.
Genitals.
The JJ.
It doesn't matter whatever
rhymes
kind
with
of
pussy.
genital you have. No one wants the room to smell like it.
Right.
I ain't saying people don't put face in the place, but not the whole room.
And I thought it was a joke, but then you had credible outlets saying yes, she's doing it.
I mean, how do you go to the scentologist? Is it like Strange with the panties?
I know, do you take a feminine napkin and just give it to them? And is it a dab? Is it a wipe up? Is it a slow?
It's always front to back.
Front to back. Really?
Front to back. Front to back. Clean to dirty. Oh my God.
Huh. Are we leaving this in? I don't know. I don't know.
This might be the blooper reel.
Jeez.
But Erykah, oh Lord.
I don't know.
I won't be trying that one out. Maybe if she had some patchouli, a little tuberose, jasmine, floral scents.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want any bodily anything. I don't want something that smells like hair.
I mean, Erykah Badu is just, she has the personality, she's like a kooky Gaia, From Captain Planet. Yeah.
Okay. Heidi Klum tells Page 6 she received racial backlash after she seemed to dismiss Gabrielle Union's claim she suffered under a toxic work environment at America's Got Talent. She was called a white woman.
How dare they? Isn't
Heifer, have you looked in a mirror?
I mean, I don't know. Does she want I don't get it. I mean, what type of white did she want? Eggshell or cream?
I'm not white, I'm ivory.
That whole America's Got Talent mess is just a lot. I would just be no comment.
Billy Porter is prepping a big surprise for Oscar night. Is it going to be a tuxedo? Because, girl, these
right?
dresses you've been doing,
it just gets bigger and bigger.
He
should really host something. He should have hosted the Grammys, honestly. He was fun.
And he's a Grammy winner. He's a singer. He's a Broadway singer. Yeah, that's true. He
Right.
could have done a great job other than Yana Keys. He could have been funny and entertaining. Oh my God!
Is...
Come judge for me! Yeah, that would have been, ooh. It could have been
to be a ballroom.
Yeah. Oh, they could have done it right. But,
he should host the Oscars, honestly. There's no...
It would be too boring. It would be
the Oscars.
No, the Oscars are too boring.
Oh.
The Oscars are boring by nature. Mm-hmm. So he would only be able to zhuzh it up so much. The Oscars, it's a yawn gig. Mm-hmm. That's why nobody wants it.
I'm trying to see how can he top himself. No pun intended. He's done every look. I'm just thinking he either come in on stilts or something. What is he nominated for? He's just coming.
I think he's just
invited. Okay. That's going to be one big yawn. Not because of him, but just, I don't even care. When are the Oscars? This Sunday, I think. I'll be watching Atlanta.
Sorry to that Oscar. Oh, that's right. Atlanta comes back.
I mean, hopefully it brings something.
It will.
Oh, you're optimistic.
No, it's going to bring garbage.
Oh, okay.
You see, something doesn't have to be something good. It's going to bring disappointment. It's going to bring irritation. And it's going to bring questions as to why we continue to watch this show after 12 years. That's what it's going to bring. But it's going to bring something, all right. Something we're sick of.
Hopefully Nene's in this episode.
How is that a good thing? I'm sick of Split Hoof. She ain't giving shit in 2 seasons. Get the fuck on. Graze, Moose. Graze. Take it back to the tundra, because we're tired of you. And your artless, rugless, plantless airport.
I mean, speaking of Atlanta, a lot of people are wondering why Nene hired Lisa Bloom.
Because she needs attention, and no one cares about her plot line this season.
So allegedly, like, they're saying that, oh, she got fired and she's lawyering up. Or...
You're working for a fucking reality show. There's no racial tea. There's no discrimination. You're boring. And they can show the last 22 episodes of the show to prove that. You don't have anything interesting going on. Ooh. You refuse to get into the baby mama drama. So what are you going to give us? Because I'm sorry, Greg singing Swing Low is not why we tuned in. We're happy he's better, but his journey should have been on TLC, not Bravo.
And that's that on that.
Exhibits A through Z.
They were just saying that it was something outside of the show, like some entertainment side gigs that she hired her
what
for.
What side gigs? Bravo's become her side gig. And you gotta hire Lisa Bloom. No, you hire Lisa Bloom when you want attention, not when you want an not when you want an actual legal solution. All they seem to host are press conferences. I've never seen them in court.
No one gives a goddamn what Azealia Banks is saying. Oh my God. Why does this girl keep getting like headlines? Lord.
We'll see you sooner than he sees a fuck for Azealia.
That was my line. I'm kidding. It's fine. Bye, y'all.